And we have a different map order this time. So yesterday they didn't shuffle the maps, but now it's getting serious. As we have cup mode that will be played with a point limit of 120 numbers of winner 3, because top 1 and 2 qualify directly into the grand final that will be played just after the match between the 2 third places. So that is really cool. That's the first map here, and we actually see those maps that were not really played yesterday. So Yakuza and Baby Park, we haven't really seen those tracks, but now we're gonna start with this one. So we're gonna play in cup mode, point limit 120, and cup mode means that you collect points. You get points for your respective position: 10 for first, 6 for second, 4 for third, and then 3 for fourth, and 2 for fifth position. And currently it is Dampuleto occupying that 5th position. And you collect those points to the 120 points threshold. Then you activate the finest mode, and if you win this, you're gonna have to win 1 more round in order to make it to the next round. And look who that is, Jean-René with the raid. Jean-René with the raid. How did Open Grand League go for you, man? I didn't check the final ranking, but I think it was pretty close for you, wasn't it? Hello to all the new people, not alerts because I'm casting a competition here. So je suis turbo, but je n'ai pas de français. Only j'ai comprendre. I think that makes sense. So I don't speak that much French. I only understand a bit. So hello everyone. And yeah, so maybe you understand me. I managed to get challenger yesterday, then top 6, map 6. So yo, you got 19th, nice, great job, man, great job. But hello to all of the new people, and thanks for your follow, man, much appreciated, guys. As we have the final round, that's the first round that has been over here. Actually, Epsylon is winning it. So I haven't really introduced the players just yet. We have Epsylon, Dampuleto, Marius, Speedself, and Tommy. So Epsylon, a player that I haven't really seen too much in this competition, but I know for a fact that he is not the worst player from all of them. And as you can see, he's currently leading. But of course, there's a long way throughout those maps, as we have a point limit of 120 and 3 rounds per map with 1 warm-up beforehand. But a player that really stick out to me is Tommy, actually. Tommy was really sick, as well as Marius. So I think both of them are the favorites to go through. But currently Epsylon looks very ready. He looks very ready. Look at this overtake here on Marius in that section, as Epsylon goes so inside there. So very good line. Marius goes for the outside line to get more exit speed. As you can see, this really pays off. So Marius really with the IQ moves again. And with that, he will claim himself that first position. But again, Epsylon on that second position. Oh my, what is that ending? What is he doing? Huh? Hello? What? Huh? Why did he do that? Just steer to the right. Oh no, man. Oh no, this hurts to watch. So Epsylon, maybe the pressure was kicking in, but still a 3rd position for him. But he had to throw his points away to Tommy here, who got himself 6 points here after a not that good start. So not that good start for him. But I have a T because I'm a little bit, like my throat is really, how you say that? It's, you know, I'm talking a lot, and I had allergy, and I'm not a little bit ill, but you know, my allergy is really like influencing my voice, and so my throat is really sore, and yeah, that's not good, you know. But yeah, anyway, Dampuleto with a mistake, he won't make that jump, or he did actually, okay. And we see one respawn here as well, by the name of, not Speedself, Epsylon, Marius. It was actually Tommy again making a mistake. So Tommy not with a good start here, as Marius goes for a very good line here. Again, you could see the difference here between Speedself and Marius. Marius just with way more speed in this sector, and with that goes into the lead. Epsylon on P2. So again, could be good points for him. Could go home and go up to 20 points as he goes for this risky line. Again, I have no idea why he's doing that. It works out, but it makes no sense that he goes for that. He could throw away so many points with that, and he already did in the prior round, but thanks, it were only 2 points for him. But it could have actually been like a, let's say, 1st or 2nd position, like dropping from a 1st to 2nd to last. But currently that was not the thing. So Speedself and Tommy are currently together with Dampoleto on P3, 4, 5. And then we have Epsylon and Marius. And actually we have 4 rounds on each map. Alright, we have 4 rounds on each map. I see, I thought it's only 3. But then I was mistaken, so sorry for that. So that's the last round here on Yakuza. So that's the map we will not see again. And then after that, so we can see it in the final, of course, but not in this match. Because there is 6 other maps in the map pool. Dampoleto doesn't have the best start here. As you can see, Marius and Tommy are leading. Marius again with way more exit speed. Great line here from the German player. Let's actually focus here on that line on the grass sector, because Marius goes so wide here, as you can see, and with that he just has way more speed. Actually, he didn't do it this time, but still it is nice because he also does a no slide in that loop section, which really helped him. And now Speedself versus Epsylon. Epsylon goes for a good line. Who's getting second at Speedself because of the zoom? So 58.37 for 33.7 for Marius. And yeah, that's the first map. That's the first map. So Marius is leading with 34 points. So great performance here thus far. As I'm gonna take a bite into my Brötchen, yeah. I just made myself some rolls, so ASMR incoming. Mmm. And indeed, Juve, this map is pretty cool, and actually, too bad that we haven't really seen it beforehand, because this map has a, yeah, how to say that? It has linked CPs and a reuse of the start section, which you will see just in a minute. I mean, you have seen the warm-up here, and then also the ending. I mean, the ending is open for a lot of mistakes, because you're not in freewheel, but you have to really yeah, find yourself speed, and you can cut the ending here. Marius, of course, with a very bad approach here, so you cannot practice it. That's what you probably wanted to do. But you can actually jump to the right there. And yeah, so I'm thinking that we're gonna see this risky finish, but it's actually hard to do. And Mike, I'm eating rolls, so Brötchen. So nothing too crazy. But yeah, let's go into the first round here again. I mean, you might think, okay, why is there 2 laps? Because you're gonna go to the start-finish line again here, but with linked checkpoints, and then you have a different, yeah, a different route to go for. All right, so let's go into the first round. Tommy and Epsylon are leading, so that's a good start again for Epsylon. Tommy has made a lot of mistakes, so I would have expected him to be like up 20 plus points, but currently he's only at 15 points, so that's not that good. But the round looks actually pretty close. Speedself, Marius, Tommy, and Epsylon here, so Dampoleto is falling a bit behind. But great round thus far, going to the multi-lap here, as you can see, and redoing all of those things. Oh, Marius with a good line here, really capitalizes from the lines from Speedself and Epsylon that weren't really that good. As we see Tommy doing it good. I think he has to risk though, because he's not that far ahead. So let's take a look if he's making it. No, he's not going for the risk. Marius is also not going for it. Is Speedself sniping it? Yes, he's sniping Marius' position. Yes, he is doing so. So Speedself is getting second instead of third. Marius on P3. Then we have Epsylon and Dampoleto. So that's the round. Cool map though. Really cool map. So for me, this is the coolest map out of the map pool. I don't know, I just really like it. As we see one player dropping behind. And by the looks of it, it was Speedself. So Speedself jumping too far to the left there. Which is of course unfortunate. Unfortunate events. And also one player going so far up there. I think it was Epsylon who had no speed. Let's go to the free camera where we can see Speedself so far behind already. So more than one checkpoint. So he won't have a saying here. But the battle for first is actually going on. Tommy versus Marius. So it is Marius leading. And I think Tommy with that mistake will actually go for the risky finish. Because he's not safely first. But he can snipe it. Marius was certainly safe. I mean, he can just gain himself the 6-pointer more or less. And still would be fine. But actually Tommy with more speed here going to that freewheel section. Who's going for the wrist though? Both are not going for it, but Tommy with more speed, and Tommy will take it though. Yes, 5,000ths of a second, but only because of the speed there in the ending. So Tommy sniping that first position, Dampoleto on P3, and we have Speedself on P4, just 0.1 behind, and Epsylon on 5th. I said 5, right? P3, P4, P5, Poleto, Speedself, Epsylon. That's what I wanted to say. Oh, Tommy, going so close there. So I'm currently finishing my Brötchen. So sorry for that, but I haven't eaten something today. So now I'm done. Let's go ahead here. Tommy again. So Tommy looks like a complete opposite to the other map. And with that, he's actually up to 35 points. Overtaking Epsylon, who also looks very strong here. So Epsylon, a player that I have highly underestimated, I have to say, that he can stand with Tommy and Marius. So that's really cool to see. And maybe he can snipe some points. He gives us a good overview because, I mean, he could go for the cut and certainly win the round if none of the top 2 players going for it. As he comes into touch with a freewheel, but comes closer to Marius, but not the best airbag. But let's take a look here. Is Epsylon going for that risky finish? Marius is going for it. Is Marius making it? Marius makes it. Tommy is getting second, so the Riskmeister here takes the first position. But it actually didn't look too hard for him. He was slowing down tremendously there in the ending. But of course, your tires are iced. But what a risky line here from Marius 89, claiming the victory and going up to 54 points. So great round here for Marius. So there you can see it. The round is decided kind of in the ending. And we have the first mistake. In the round, Dampoleto is dead. And he's dead again. So he won't play a row. Tommy, Epsylon, and then Marius. Speedself falling a bit behind here on this map by not really matching the pace, but of course it's a pretty hard map, as Tommy made a mistake as well as Marius though. So just when I jinxed or was not talking good about Speedself, he currently finds himself on the 6-pointer position. So certainly not a bad position for him, but of course since his direct contender Epsylon is ahead of him, he maybe has to risk to get himself the 10-pointer. But thus far it's a pretty good semi-final here, I just have to say that. Versatile maps, good strategies, and yeah, nice fight here for a second. Marius is dead. Marius is 4 seconds behind. I think he crashed a tree or something. Speedself is going for it, and Speedself is passing it. Speedself is doing it here. Oh my god, and I was talking about that. Speedself had to go for it to stay ahead of Epsylon here or to come closer, and he actually does that. With that, he goes up to 36 points, and look at that. Now it's getting more cozy again because Marius gets 3 points, Tommy gets 4 points, and 3rd and 4th get 6 and 10 points. So really cool to see that. And Speedself now up to 36 points is mixing up the field again. So nice fight here on that second map, I have to say that. So cool fights. So now there's something different. As you can see, the map name is No Train Semifinal 2. What is Dampuleto doing? That's the wrong way, man. You cannot make it from there. Oh my god, hopefully he knows. Marius will probably camp 7, sorry. Okay, Marius knows it. And I think this will actually suit Marius and Tommy really well. But you could have seen Dampuleto jump to the right there, which is of course wrong. So hopefully he's not going for it. But this is the map here. No train map in the semifinal. So this is something I've seen in the competition already. I forgot the name. But hopefully Dampuleto is not jumping to the right. Okay, he's not. Good. I would have been mildly triggered by that. But let's actually take a look here. Who's winning it? Marius, of course, a very fast learner. And he's taking it. Yeah, Tommy and P2. Then we have Epsylon, who could maybe get P3 here. But no, it is Speedself overtaking him. Epsylon has to go for the reroute here. And you can see how much it really loses you. So Marius takes that 10-pointer. And this is definitely looking very good for him. He might get first and second in every round here. Okay, Dampuleto with a good start here, as you can see. I might actually go for a little bit of a release to get the booster there. Not sure if that's faster, but I would have tried out in a round. But close round here. Epsylon and Tommy are first and second, and it's Dampuleto with a mistake. But still is getting third because both Speedself and Marius have made a mistake. So Tommy versus Epsylon there. Crazy round. And actually Marius with a mistake and only in 5th position. So as you can see, this map is going very rapidly. But now Marius is up to 69 points, which is also pretty cool. So, nice points here for Marius. And it's going to the 3rd out of 4 rounds. And, yeah. Tommy did. Marius versus Epsylon. Marius goes for the release, actually. Let's see. Look at the speed from Marius. Goes for the reset. And that's what I was talking about. You get so much more speed. Not sure if Marius is watching my stream and adapted his strategy to that. But I was actually thinking that this is faster. But Epsylon almost snipes it there in the ending. 0.06 of a second. But still enough here for Marius to stay ahead. Great round though. Dampuleto on 3rd. Tommy on 4th. And Speedself only claiming 2 points this round. So yeah, it's faster to go for the booster, of course. Since the booster in freewheel just gives you so much more speed. And I was just thinking about that. Alright, next round. Tommy, Marius, Epsylon, Puleto are ahead of Speedself. So Speedself is not matching the pace here at the start. But maybe he can do it now as he also goes for the release here. Look at the speed. Now everyone is going for it apparently. But it's actually pretty equal between Tommy and Marius. Marius, however, with a better slide. Also better exit here and gets the best apex here. But Tommy with the risky line. Look at that. Epsylon also overtaking Marius there in the ending. What a close round here. Oh my, man. That was so close. 7,000 between 1st and 2nd. And then we have Marius, who actually is only 0.5 away, 0.05 away. And only gets himself 3rd. Alright, so this is the next map here, and it's a map that is certainly not that easy. I've seen Marius playing it once, and people saying that the staircase that people are passing there is kind of random. I was actually claiming the opposite. Because if approached correctly and not steering beforehand, you might get it every time. But of course you have to adapt and not cut anything. But we're gonna see that as you can see different slides here, but actually a good slide here from Marius. But what a great fight in the warm-up. So that was crazy to see here. So I think it's one of the tracks that is more straightforward. But especially with that last couple of drifts here, it can get pretty hard to get this one pretty consistent. But anyway, so warm-up has ended. We're gonna start again with 4 live rounds. Currently the standings are Marius is leading with 83 points. Then Tommy is in second. Epsylon on P3. 11 points out of Speedself. And then Dampoleto is on P5. So let's go ahead with Dampoleto here. And see if Marius can claim it again here. The victory in this round. As he goes, look at that. Marius goes so far outside. And with that, he stabilizes his car. And that's what I was talking about. Marius is just doing that one correctly. And that's why you do that. Just hit that platform, which Marius didn't do. And he could have done it. Actually, everyone makes a mistake here. Oh my. What is actually happening? What is happening? Okay, so Speedself in his 3rd attempt. And he's making it. But has no speed. Dampule. Oh my. What is happening here? Everyone has made a mistake, apparently. And yeah. Great round, though. Great round. So no one in the finish yet. Marius is leading. Even though he went for a respawn. And for the safe route. So maybe it's actually a bit harder than I was expected. But yeah, Marius is taking it here. Yes, also a good release. Marius wins it here with a 111, 112.21. And what a clown for yesterday round. So Speedself, Tommy, Puleto also finishing Epsylon on P5. So yeah, that's what we actually call Rexnai. Renexi, sorry. Man, I have someone who was Rexai in the chat. So sorry, man. Renexi, welcome to the chat, of course. And it is, yeah, a Clown Fiesta round, indeed. The Renexi. Man, I'm so bad in reading today. How are you doing, man? Hopefully you're good. So Marius again going for that outside approach. Let's take a look. And you can see the rotation of your car is not that much. But now actually... Oh, that was very close of flipping. Marius not making it again. So Marius not going for the instant respawn. Hoping to drop down there. So he lost some time with that. But Tommy and Speedself actually are in P1 and 2. So they have made it. Epsylon going for the safe route. And then we have... Yeah, Marius currently in last. Dead last. Dampoleto could get himself 4 points. But Tommy and Speedself with the big boy points here. Tommy and Speedself with the big boy points. As Speedself, after that mistake, will still get himself second position. Since he is more... Hey, what is he doing? Speedself is trolling. Huh? Okay. Whatever. Whatever, Speedself. So Tommy winning. Speedself second. And then a lot of mistakes. Marius also able to finish since the finish timeout is at 30 seconds. And yeah, Marius only with 2 points here. So Tommy will come 8 points closer to him. But also Speedself got himself some good points. Since Epsylon only got himself 3 points in this round. So it's 4 points between 3rd and 4th. And then 7 points between 1st and 2nd. But bear in mind there's still the finalist mode. So everything can happen here. 120 points is the point limit. And Marius is actually going for it again. So all good. The good charm is 3 maybe. As he goes for a bumpity bump. And you just have to hit this platform. And then you're good to go. Marius goes for the, yeah, like safe there. But of course he lost some time. But I think it's still faster than going for the safe route that Epsylon has gone for. Okay, Marius has no exit speed though. So it's actually equal. So taking the risk of making it or not. And maybe eventually save it until you get it. It's actually not that bad. So Tommy on his way to win yet another round here. He's 5 seconds ahead. Then we have Dampoleto nowhere to be seen. And Epsylon ahead of Marius. So Epsylon with good points. Backfires here to Speedself. Who has made a mistake, of course. And finds himself on P4. But yeah, this track is certainly not that easy. As you can see. So yeah, it's Marius. Up to 99 points. Okay. Okay. So 99, 98 points. So 28 points of a gap between between second and third. That is hella lot. As Epsylon made some mistake. But let's go for the free cam here. Actually, the free camera works out pretty well here for this identity. Yeah. So Tommy, Marius, Speedself, everyone goes for it. Epsylon with the save though. So who's gonna make it? Puleto with a good line, but bonks into the block there. Speedself, Tommy also dead, and now Marius actually makes it. So they are alive. Tommy and Speedself not going for the respawn, as Puleto will have more speed, but has to turn, of course. So Marius is, yeah, like he can just save it here. Epsylon is on P2, and Marius will that be the first player ahead of above 100 points, well above 100 points, with the 109 points here with that victory. And he will not throw that one away. So Marius with a 49.85, also a good time here for Marius to claim the victory. Tommy versus Puleto here for that one additional point that you get for fourth position over third, for third over fourth. Tommy's taking it, Puleto in fourth, and then Speedself in last. So yeah, definitely a close fight here between them after mistakes have happened. Jawollo. Look at me go, man. So this map here, so Cis Elevation, or Elevation, is map number 4? Yeah, 4. No, 5. 5 or 4. I forgot to count. But that's the map that was always map number 1 yesterday. And now apparently it's in the midst, or at the ending. The decider maybe even for Tommy and Marius here, who are both could well make it into finals mode on this one. And I think they can make it. I mean, Marius 109 points, just finish every round, you're finalist, and I think he will get more points than just 2 points in every round. As we can see, yeah, a lot of jumps, a lot of gear management here, especially in this uphill there, which is not that easy to do. And then the ending, which Marius severely struggled with actually. So he lost a lot of time, so maybe we can see it again in instant replay. But Marius is actually, he's not approaching it too far up, and that's why, look, he has skid marks there. He loses time with that. Marius loses time with those skid marks at the ending, and he threw away, I think, 2 rounds with that already. But whatever. So hopefully Marius can, maybe has learned that, but by the warm-up, it doesn't look like that. So I don't know, but let's go ahead here into the first round and see who's gonna take it. Again, 4 rounds here until we're gonna find out more, or who's the most victorious player on this track. So Puleto, Epsylon, P1 and 2, Tommy already making a mistake. But the Bugz side is of course there. Tommy did this one really well, but still on the last position. Look at that, Epsylon, Puleto, and Speedself, all with a very good start. So that's actually a call for the free camera here. As we can see here, we can capture everything. And it is Puleto making that first major mistake here, after Tommy, of course, who has dropped down a little bit. But Speedself and Epsylon are on P1 and 2. Marius is behind that. Speedself not with the best approach here, and was landing not smooth enough, so he gets overtaken by a lot of people. Epsylon and Marius, however, are in the battle for first, and then we have Speedself dropping tremendously behind. So Tommy could maybe lurk in the shadow and maybe take one position here, as Marius goes better again, but steers a little bit too much yet again here in this ending. But still a second position for him. Epsylon well needed 10 points for him to, yeah, extend the gap to Speedself and also come closer maybe to Tommy to directly qualify himself to the grand final. So to the next round we go. Again, 4 rounds on each track. Point limit is still 120 in cup mode. So cup mode means that you have to surpass this 120 points threshold in order to get yourself up into the finalist mode. So then you have to win 1 more round to make it into the grand final. top 2 goes up there. Top 3 will have a last chance against the other 3rd position from the other semifinal. Okay, again, a very close round here, but just in this uphill, you can see where it really matters. And the line and also the speed, just every kilometer per hour matters there. Marius and Epsylon did it very well again. Speedself with a better landing this time around, so Tommy and Puleto on P4 and 5. But actually Epsylon with a great effort here could win the 2nd round in a row here on this map, the DNF player, and he's doing so. And actually with a good time here, 104.59. That is certainly not a bad time. Marius 2nd, Tommy in 3rd though. So overtakes Speedself in the ending, and then Puleto up into P5, or down into P5. Marius up to finalists, but Tommy also with 110 points. And let's see if he can maybe use that first finals attempt to his advantage. And maybe make it. Who knows, who knows. So Marius could well make it here and claim victory. But it was, of course, Epsylon who was very strong on that. But just when I thought about that, it is Epsylon who is a little bit further behind. So he's 0.5 away. So let's follow his point of view here. Maybe he can make something happen, but also didn't get the best speed out of that. So Epsylon finds himself on 5th position and counting, so he loses more and more time. But yeah, it's still nothing done here. It's not over till the old lady sings. And actually Epsylon overtakes Puleto and Speedself here. But let's take a look here onto the battle, because Marius could be the first player here in the grand final. Can Tommy deny him, or is it Marius who will take it all here in this ending? Of course, this really matters, but Marius in his first finals attempt looks really good. Of course, Tommy also up to 110 points and could well make it into finals mode. And actually, he will deny Marius the victory here. Yes, indeed, he will deny him the victory with a 104.51. But what a great round and great drift here from Tommy, denying him and going up into finals mode himself. So 120 points is the limit, and now we have a double finals situation. But the other players are nowhere to be seen. I mean, Epsylon, okay, 99 points. But he has to win so many rounds in a row to force a triple final situation. And of course has to rely on some sort of luck. So Marius looking good here. I mean, to make it, as well as Tommy. But it's definitely Epsylon who can make something happen here. And currently he's in the fight. It is Tommy who drops down to P4, to P5 here, sorry to say P4. But I'm so used to have 4-way cup mode, you know, and not 5-way cup mode. But whatever. Marius didn't have the best ending though, but his uphill was quite good here. So let's take a look here. Epsylon is half a second behind Marius. Marius does this one really good, gets a good landing. But look at the Speedself, Puleto and also Epsylon are here. But Marius is so far ahead here. Marius is so far ahead, and now he will actually make it. Second finals attempt, and Marius is so far ahead here. Epsylon makes a mistake, and Marius makes it into the grand final. GG's here to Marius. Well deserved, I would say. Also with that fast learning strategy here from him. And Marius is through with the 104.36. GG's to him. And we still play out for P2 and P3, who is also accompanying. So P2 is accompanying Marius directly. And then we still have P3 with the last chance. So that's the next map, Montclair. And it's certainly a map that is, I would say, not that easy. But doable. You know, it's doable, but not easy, because you have to consider a lot of things. The ice here, and then also the drift that determines a lot of your speed, and also the angle for the next turn. We want to opt for a wide approach to make that cut jump here. Epsylon goes for a very risky line. Of course, that really works, but you need every kilometer per hour in order to make it. And Epsylon did it, of course, not that bad, but still, he maybe shouldn't risk that much. But whatever. Epsylon with a very good warm-up here. A sub 50 time is very good, and Epsylon does a 50 flat, so that is a great time. And maybe he can deny the one or another player here. maybe he can do that. And he has to, though, if he wants to qualify himself to the final directly. Marius can sit back and relax. He's through. So we have only 4 more players to go. Tommy and Epsylon. That's the battle. And then, of course, there is Speedself. I mean, Speedself has dropped a little bit behind here in that match, sort of. I mean, he was in P3 for a long time. And then Epsylon just elevated himself up into the lead and just got himself good points, as we see Epsylon and Tommy with a good line. Speedself not opting for that angle you want to aim for. So Tommy and Epsylon both going for it, and Tommy almost hits it there. Epsylon has made the mistake. Speedself with more speed, not going for an air brake there, but goes for the wider line, and he can well make it here. Tommy will get overtaken by him, and Speedself is only away 1 turn to make it, and Speedself will take that first position here ahead of Tommy with a 50.21. So great time and a great round here from both of them. Epsylon still gets 3rd, but Tommy gets denied again. His second finalist attempt, and he gets denied though. So yeah, Speedself up to 88 points. Still some more catch-up work, but with that round he looked very strong actually. Speedself looked very good here, and he could well make it happen. By the looks of it, though. By the looks of it. Just has to be consistent. So here you really want to hold your gear, and Tommy lost it. So you can see, you lose some speed, but of course you get a good better angle here for the next turn. Which Tommy did certainly very well, or suit him well, that he got that gear down there. But, he's still on finalist, so he only needs first position here, only quote-unquote to make it. But Speedself and Epsylon both are pushing it here, both making it. Speedself with more speed, and now it's the actual opposite. Tommy had more speed from that cut, and now it's, oh my god, it's all in the ending. You got to be joking me. Speedself versus Tommy here. Speedself with a more direct approach here. Tommy with the line, and Tommy will take it, but only 300s away here. Tommy is through, and also Speedself, this will put a dent into his motivation, man. Since he was doing such a sick comeback, and now he knows, okay, I cannot qualify to the final directly. Epsylon up to 110 points, you know, things would go through his mind. But of course, it is still Epsylon who has to win 2 rounds in a row to make it happen here. But yeah, we have Tommy also in the final accompanying Marius, 89. So Speedself not with the best gear management there. I was seeing his line showing me, yo, I want to hold my gear, but actually he was not able to make it, and that's why he went outside and he oversteered. So that wasn't that good, as Epsylon and Puleto are battling it out. So Epsylon, bear in mind, Epsylon needs the first position in order to make himself finalist here, and currently it's looking good, as Speedself has a good amount of speed here though, but it's not enough, and Epsylon will indeed be in finalist. And hello to all of the other people who are on the chat. Welcome, welcome everyone. Hopefully you have a good Sunday. It's a sunny Sunday though, and hopefully you're good. Hello Bestman, hello Jaja, hello Frechdax, and hello everyone else. Hopefully you're all doing good. So good luck to Epsylon, who's in finalist. Speedself is at 100 points, so actually not that bad for him. He needs 2 victories to claim finalist himself, but easier said than done. But before that, we're gonna check his first finalist attempt here from Epsylon. So could be already the last round here actually of this semi-final. Puleto not with a good gear management, and that's what I was talking about. If you steer and gear up on dirt, you lose time. Versus yeah, let the steering go for a little bit of time. So Puleto is making a small mistake here every now and then by not opting for the best lines, and also it is Speedself who is so far behind here, so we could already call it the early GG if he passes the cut. He's doing that. Puleto makes a mistake, so Speedself is second at the moment, and Epsylon is so far ahead. So that's the GG here for Epsylon. That's the GG, and he is through, so he's making it with a 49.71, so that's a great time. And yeah, Epsylon is through, so Speedself and Puleto are out of this competition. Commiserations to them, because they're 2 people. Epsylon is in the last chance. Marius and Tommy have qualified directly, But you're gonna see what the last chance is in a minute. And hello, Super Kaluf. Hello, hello, everyone.